You're now watching Sports Bettor's Paradise on the Bet Rivers Network.
All right, Jimmy out along with Paul Stone. Got to get an early start on these Michigan games because midweek action. It's November, and we get right to it. Bowling Green, 12.5, 49.5 at Central Michigan. Paul, Bowling Green stepped up in class and was competitive in Happy Valley, was competitive in College Station. Both of those teams having really nice seasons. Now they're 12.5 on the road here at Central Michigan.
Yeah, first of all, double-digit underdog at home, Central Michigan. They enter here on a 3-game skid, but 2 of those 3 losses have been by a total of 6 points. So they have been competitive recently in those losses. Also, something I think to consider here, Central Michigan, since Jim McElwain took over prior to the 2019 season, the Chippewas 6-1 against the spread as a home underdog. And that's the role they're in here against Bowling Green. You mentioned the Falcons shown what they can be at their best in those September losses, highly competitive at both Penn State and Texas A&M. No opinion here, but it'll be interesting to see if the Chippewas can put up a fight and keep this one competitive against Bowling Green on Tuesday.
I like Bowling Green. I had them against Toledo, where they won by double digits in a really one of the upper echelon matchups in the MAC. I'm going to go back with them here, laying the points at Central Michigan. All right, Northern Illinois, 1-3 in the MAC. That's right. Notre Dame lost to a 1-3 MAC team earlier this year, but Northern Illinois looks like they've been celebrating since 1-3 in league play. Now they're road favorites, 1.5, 52.5 at Bet Rivers right now, at Western Michigan, who's undefeated in the league. Western Michigan has played, Kent State and Akron. Those are not tough teams, obviously, but they did win a common opponent. They did beat Ball State, and I just wonder if Western Michigan, when these young rosters, they get some momentum. We see it at Indiana at a different level, but I just like them catching points at home, and they've taken care of business and something to build upon. So having a much better conference season than the road favorites here.
Yeah, you got to love college football, Jim. To underscore that, Northern Illinois back on September 7th, they take down Notre Dame 16-14 in South Bend. And then a month or so later, they lose at Ball State, one of the worst teams in the entire FBS entering the season. So really interesting there. And you pointed out the dynamic here, a 1-3 team in conference play being favored on the road over a 4-0 team. So it's just kind of a dicey proposition. Northern Illinois only 2-4 straight up since beating Notre Dame. I'll be on the sideline here, but another intriguing MAC matchup on Wednesday.
All right, the Michigan Wolverines. If you had the 14.5 on Saturday, that was a tough one. Late. Oh, by the way, touchdown by the Oregon Ducks to cover there. Now they go to take on this runaway train in the Indiana Hoosiers. Oh, this tough spot in. I thought it was a brutally tough spot for most teams, but it seems like the Fighting Cignettis are immune to all of the regular letdown spots and flat spots. Well, here we go. We'll see where they are in the committee's poll, but they win again, they cover again. It wasn't even close. Falling behind 10-0 in East Lansing, 43 rip the rest of the way. Indiana right now at Bet Rivers, 14.5 and 49.5 against the visiting Wolverines.
Yeah, this game just shows, this matchup on Saturday in Bloomington just shows how quickly things can change in today's college football, where you've got NIL and the transfer portal and so forth. You've got a Michigan team that 10 months ago was celebrating a convincing national championship victory over Washington there in Houston. And now again, 10 months later, they figure to be perhaps more than 2 touchdown underdogs to Indiana. This is an Indiana team that the last 3 years in Big Ten play, entering this season, 3-24 straight up. But in steps Kirk Cignetti. They have been the story, I think, of college football in Cignetti's first season, 9-0 on the year, squarely in the hunt for a playoff spot. And if they beat Michigan, it will be their first 10-win season, not recently, but in school history, in the history of the program. So what a season. They've defeated those 9 opponents by almost 33 points a game, but it's against a schedule ranked 81st. But at the same time, again, they've done what they've had to do. They've been very convincing. I was thinking maybe -10, maybe -11 here. 14.5. I hate to step in front of a train, and it's just going to be for a medium cheese pizza, so to speak, but just a small position on Michigan plus 14.5 on the road at Indiana.
First time in Bloomington. We'll wait till basketball season. It can wait this year over in Bloomington. Earn a chance at $10,000 in bonus money with Bet Rivers prop packs. Place NBA same game parlays to collect player card prop packs and earn rewards. You win based on how your player performs. Log into betrivers.com or the Bet Rivers app to place your bet and get your pack. So a little Michigan stuff with the early starts of the action on Tuesday with Bowling Green in Central Michigan. For Paul Stone, I'm Jimmy Ott. We'll see you later in the week with our best bets and high-profile breakdowns as well. Sports Bettor's Paradise on the Bet Rivers Network.